Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Motion, watch 10, watch 10.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get... three before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spending...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Give him 3 yards.
My dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing.
Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft whenever you're ready.
Not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto, if you wanna go.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Line 20.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 29, Goff, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's got daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They run. It's Gurley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Bortles. That'll be caught by Cup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here comes Pettis on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Garoppolo now. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
60 outlaw. Get that one. Let's go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
60 or.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
On the ready. Come on, boy, 51. And let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right. Get it.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And now running. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. 63 yards on a punt return score. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing again on second down. Bortles. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Bortles. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On the draw play, Coleman. Step and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for that's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the
my
stuff
grandmother did the same. It smelled terrible. They'll find Everett there, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throw complete there. Rodgers. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Number 53, Mike 53.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jalen Hurd there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover ends. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And this is going to be 49er football.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Richie James, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Bortles, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Beathard now, a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. 5 plays there on that drive, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. But Farch nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your play? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Richie James ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On the draw, this is Henderson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And shutting him off, now open field. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 45 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Bortles. Rodgers brings it in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Bortles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Bortles. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball. And now look at him go. 20, 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun now for Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. On 1st down, Coleman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Gould with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but she's singing too.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Bortles. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Bortles now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Bortles to throw once more. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step.
The players on you quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left